Possibly this is goodbye. This is the Blade 20 Turbo phone by DOOGEE. Not really sure how to say the brand name, but this is a really interesting and unique phone. So this was sent to me so I could test it out and make this video. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to video tests from the cameras on this. It does have two cameras in the back, one on the front. Then after that, I'm going to show you what you get out of the box, do some benchmark comparisons, and then share my final thoughts. This is the front facing camera. I don't think it has image stabilization on it. I'll pick it up in just a bit so you can see, but this is what the microphone sounds like coming straight from the phone. It's kind of windy, it's noisy outside, but let me pick this up and walk around with it a bit so you can see just how steady this is, how shaky it is. Again, front facing camera. Let me go ahead and switch over to the back. And here's the rear facing camera. I'm a bit further away from the camera. I have no idea how this is going to look. Again, kind of windy. This is the mic coming straight from the phone. Let me pick up the phone so you can see how shaky it is, but I'm not trying to shake it intentionally. I am kind of trying to be a bit smooth. I've got it on a tripod, but this is the image quality. This is the sound quality. Okay, so this is supposed to be like drop proof or dust proof, waterproof, dust resistant. I don't know. This phone was sent to me so I could test it out, and that's what I'm going to do. I actually really like this phone, so I hope this works, but I'm just gonna toss this in the air a few times, and if it doesn't break, I'll clean it off with some water and we'll see how it goes. Don't break, please. I don't want you to break. Please don't break phone. Okay, here we go. Hey, still recording. Should we go higher? Should we go higher? I'm not sure what's going to go on with this video, but we're going higher. It's getting pretty dirty. I mean, to be fair, I've been dropping it in dust. Not really the best test, not super hard. I'm going to drop it in some dead tree branches. Here we go. I'm really quite bad at this. It's still dirty. I miss the tree branches completely. Maybe it's just my subconscious not wanting me to break this one. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Kind of hit the soft part of the tree branch. I'm gonna throw it. Let's throw it. I don't want to. I'm gonna throw it. We'll do one more throw for good measure. Possibly this is goodbye. And I stopped it again. I think it's still working. All right, it is pretty dirty, but I got a hose, so I guess we're cleaning this off. All right, now we're gonna put it in a bucket of water. I think there's a mode to change like how it does, but this is the Blade 20 Turbo, so it has 256 gigabytes of storage, which is quite nice. It says 32 gigs of RAM, but really it's 8 gigs of RAM. I believe the 24 is like using storage as RAM. Not exactly sure what that means, but we will run a benchmark so I can show you how fast it actually is. Pretty simple packaging. You do have a USB-C cable for charging, USB-C to USB-C, and then you do have a power brick. It's actually a pretty decent power brick. So we got the volume buttons on this side here. We got the power button on the same side. It does come with a custom button. I appreciate that. And the cool thing about the SIM card slot is you can actually just take it out with your fingernail. So you can put storage in on one side, a SIM card on the other side. 2 slots for a SIM card, so you can have 2 SIM cards. Actually have a free Mint Mobile, so I'm gonna try that out. On the back here, we've got 2 cameras and then your flash or your light. And it does have the front camera here. This comes with a screen protector already. Nice touch. Let's go ahead and turn this on. DOOGEE. Kind of a cool logo action going on. Looks like SIM is already working. Cool beans. I'll go ahead and set this up and be right back. So this does have fingerprint unlock on the side. I'm gonna go ahead ahead and do that. I actually much prefer this on the side than on the screen, so bonus points for that. You want to make sure you don't push it too hard or it will turn the screen off. You can do multiple fingers. This also has face unlock. Looking good. And you can do gesture navigation or 3-button navigation. I do prefer the 3-button navigation. Oh, the button placement's weird though. I'll have to change that. All right, and it just loaded for the first time. Actually seems pretty snappy, pretty responsive. That's a great sign. My Wi-Fi signal doesn't seem that great. We're gonna do a speed test and see what speeds I'm getting. Okay. I should max out at about 240, so 130 is not amazing. Let's compare that with my Pixel Pro 7, my Pixel 7 Pro. My Pixel 7 is making this one look really good right now. That is slow. What's going on? Okay, let's do this again. Something weird seems to be going on. Not quite sure. Well, this one's getting consistently faster speeds. Let's have a look at this phone while it continues to copy over everything. See if there's a system update. And there is already a system update. Let's go ahead and get that going. Looks like we're on Android version 15. Has a few pre-installed apps. It's got an AI album. So let's take a picture of myself. Let's try that out. Looks like it actually has an AI button here. So I'm going to try that, see what it does. Looks like it just takes you to the app that we had before. So let's go to AI photography. We've got that image there. Looks like we can edit 60 pictures a day. Let's try this one. Yeah, that is not what I was expecting. Yikes. Whoa, this has FM radio? No way. They don't have a headphone jack, but they have radio. Does this actually work? I think they want us to use an adapter because I don't see any 3.5 millimeter jack on this. Interesting. Have a look at this camera app. Interesting. Seems not bad. When you go to recently used apps, it does have the option to clear everything at once. That's kind of a nice touch. Or you can just swipe up to kill whatever app you want. You can also go to System Manager and do something similar to that. It says how much RAM we are using. All right, I've turned off Wi-Fi on both phones. Let's compare the data. Both of these are on Mint Mobile, so it should be pretty similar. It looks like the Blade 20 is getting faster speeds. This does have an eSIM. This has a physical SIM. Let's run this one more time. Neither of these speeds are that great, and exactly the same speed. That's more in line with what I would expect. All right, so I've got 4 different phones here. We've got Samsung Galaxy, Google Pixel 6, Google Pixel 7 Pro, and then here's the new Blade 20. Here you can kind of compare the CPU and the clusters. Let's go ahead and run the benchmarks. So it just finished CPU benchmarks, and you can see all of the flagships, unsurprisingly, are faster than the Blade 20. Let's go ahead and check out GPU. And I'll be right back when this is done. So here are the GPU scores. This is noticeably lower on the Blade 20 than any of the older flagships. One of the default apps is just a wallpaper rotator. That's pretty cool. Here are the tools that come pre-installed. Nothing too fancy or special here. You do have a child mode, and you do have a dark and light theme that you can switch between. We can change the brightness. The screen does get pretty bright. I think it has pretty nice and vibrant colors. Let's see how this works for media. It probably doesn't show up super great through the camera, but it does have really nice, vibrant colors. So I threw it, I put it in water, I sprayed it with water. All right, so I've been editing this video, and it turns out if you put the phone in a bucket of water, water will get in where the mic is, and it kind of affects the audio. So we won't use that footage. But let me just kind of do a follow-up. I am filming with this phone. It's been a few days later. Now the audio is better than immediately after I took it out of a bucket of water. I do want to point out that the gain seems kind of low on the mic, and it was like that before I put it in a bucket of water. It's just kind of a low gain on the phone mic. That being said, I legitimately tossed this phone in the air several times, threw it at some dead tree branches. I'm sure if I wanted to scratch it up or even break it, I could just slam it into cement or something like that. But I like this phone too much. I am really impressed with how durable it is. And it is really cool that you can put it underwater. So if you want to go swimming and have a phone that you can use, but also want to film underwater stuff or film in the pool or on a lake, pond, whatever, this is a phone you could take. You don't have to worry about things quite as much. Like, honestly, this is never going to replace my main phone. My main phone has image stabilization with the camera. This does not. My main phone has faster speeds. But I do think this phone would work perfectly well for a lot of people as their daily driver. For me, this is going to be my backup and my vacation phone. When I need a phone that has lots of storage space that I don't have to worry so much about it getting damaged or anything like that, this is the phone for that. Really impressed with this phone. I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching.